Hi everyone! Welcome back to my YouTube channel, The Making of a Chef program. I am your host, Chef Aureliano, and today's video is about our fourth day of our food terminology on culinary arts discussion. So before we jump into our discussion, please subscribe my channel and click notification bell for you to notify on the next video. Thank you for joining us today. Now, as we move on, the terminology is this best end of the neck. This term, best end of the neck, is referred to a British cut of the veal carcass that corresponds to the animal ribs sewed on the bone for roasting and for further fabricated into cutlets. This also best of the neck referred also to a British cut of the lamb carcass that is include the ribs joint between the middle neck and loin, equivalent to the American rack of lamb. So next, move on with the beta geo or the beta geo. This is referred to Japanese preparation method, requires food to be dredged in salt and pepper 1 hour before they are rinsed and cooked. So next word will be Betty. The word Betty is referred to a colonial American dessert consisting of baked pudding made of layers of sweetened fruits and buttered breadcrumbs. Most familiar is apple brown Betty and made with apples and brown sugar. Next word is the term because the beurre blanc. Beurre blanc is referred to a French for white butter or used to describe an emulsified butter sauce made from shallot, white wine, and butter, also known as butter sauce. This term again, this beurre chevre, or we call this also referred to a French compound butter made from shallot, tarragon, chives, and burnet. So this beurre means is just a butter. So there are different combined with other ingredients or in other herb and spices. So this is the composition of this different butter herb or under hot or cold. So next word, which is the beurre colber. This also a French word referred to a butter mix with the meat glaze and tarragon. Beurre de manquois, or basically the beurre d'onsois. It is French also unsalted butter mixed with anchovy fillet and lemon juice used for canapes and as flavoring for certain fish sauces, also known as crayfish fish butter. Next, kind of butter, because this beurre de mandan, this is called the beurre de mandan. This toasted almond mixed with unsalted butter and a pinch of salt and pepper used in baked goods, also known as almond butter. Next, a kind of mixed butter, we call this beurre de crubisi. Beurre de crubisi, as this is a compound butter flavored with crayfish essence, crayfish tail meat, and salt and pepper used for canapes and flavoring known as crayfish butter. Next word we just the beurre en rang. This is a butter compound made with fresh herring. Next word the beurre homard. This is a compound butter also made with lobster. Beurre magna. This kind of butter is a French for kneaded butter. He used to describe mix of equal weights of flour and whole butter, whisked into a sauce just before serve. This for a quick thickening, added sheen and color. Next word with the beurre mention de veau. This is a mention de veau. It's a French compound butter made by reducing red wine, shallot, demi-glace, sec of, then blending it to a softened butter with parsley and lemon juice, usually served with steak. Next, butter kind of butter will the vermouth. This word vermouth vermouth is a French compound butter made with lemon juice and chopped parsley, and served with grilled meats either melted or as solid round or slices. Beurre this is what beurre noir. This term refers to French for black butter and used to describe whole butter cooked until dark brown. It is sometimes flavored with vinegar or lemon juice, capers, and parsley, served over fish and egg or vegetable. Next, butter with this beurre noisette. This is French also for a brown butter and used to describe butter cooked until it is light hazelnut color. It is flavored and used in some manner as beurre noir, next word the beurre baffour. This beurre baffour or the beurre baffour compound butter is compound butter made with horseradish. The beurre and this is an emulsified butter sauce made from red wine, butter, shallot, and also this beurre is referred to a compound butter made with shellfish and coral. Beverage cost is a total cost. This beverage cost is referred to a total cost of beverages, including the cost of ingredients, waste, overproduction, and filterage, known as the standard beverage cost. The word the yas or the baipanarli. This baipanarli is a Turkish term, pastry roll filled with feta or kasuri and served hot as meze. Beyin koftansi. This word is a Turkish hors d'oeuvre referred to a Turkish hors d'oeuvre or calf brain fritters. Beyin koftansi. This is another word again. This beyin minan salatas. This Biyan salatas is a Turkish term also in salad. Turkish salad made from sheep brains and simmered with onion and vinegar, dressed with olive oil and lemon juice and garnished with olives. Next word will be besalia lekto blue. This besalia lekto potatoes. This is a Turkish very long term. This is a Turkish hors d'oeuvre, also a kind of mix of vegetables such as potatoes, peas, and carrots. Next one will the barat, or this is a sweet spice mix consisting of all spices, now like cinnamon, nutmeg, cloves, and it is used to flavor rice in Middle Eastern cuisine. Next, third will the barta. This barta in Indian cuisine, a method to describe a dish, typically one made with vegetable that has been cooked and pureed. This also referred to an Indian dish of a smoked eggplant fried with onion, tomato, and herb. This we call the barta. Next, a term we call the batarawara or the batoro. This is an Indian also a dish of leavened dough made of yogurt, potato, and white flour, rolled into circles and deep fried. Next word with the bonapi askalati. This is referred to a crisp fried onion shred used in Indian cuisine as a garnish, especially for rice dishes. Next word, the buma. This is referred to an Indian technique of softening and searing meat as they cook until spices cling to the meat and any liquid evaporates. Next word, the bayali. This is a Jewish term for a round, flat, chewy yeast, Jewish rice rolled similar to bagel, but it with an indentation instead of a hole. Next word, the bib lettuce. This is a term referred to a variety of buttered head lettuce with soft and pliable green leaves that are buttery texture and flavor and are smaller darker than Boston lettuce leaves known as limestone lettuce. Next word we have the bibimbap. This bibimbap is a term of Korean dish of cold noodles mixed with vegetables and beef and served with hot sauce. Next word, the bibingka. This is referred to a Filipino confection made of glutinous rice, flour, brown sugar, coconut milk, and baked in a tea leaf, traditionally served at Christmas and New Year and other festivals. This also a word referred to a Philippine dish consisting of flavored rice pancake, cooked in special earthenware dish, and topped with a crumbled of white cheese. Coconut. Next word, this bisochos or the borocas. This term bisochos borocas especially is referred to Spanish sponge cake sprinkled with wine and cinnamon. Next word, the bida. This bida is a Syrian or a Syrian dish consisting of thick cream potteries or corn potteries, sometimes flavored with chilies. Next word, the bidos. This is referred to a Norwegian ragout of reindeer meat, onion, potato cooked in a meat broth, and flavored with cloves, bay leaf, and dark vinegar. And this also next, the bien asado. This referred to is Spanish for well done, usually for a steak, or also different with the bien cuir. Bien cuit, it is French word for a well done, referring to a steak also. Next word, well, this a kind of Indian dish we call the baturao. Another word, well, the bistek al horno. I'm sorry, the batura is already mentioned. Bistek al horno and Bulgarian dish. Beef is seasoned with garlic, chiles, and cayenne, and breast with tomato and beef broth. Next word, term we hold this bistek a la Montevideo. This is a kind of French dish of beef steak browned in oil with onion, garlic, and chiles, and baked with onion and tomato too. Next term with the bifon. These refer to a light, transparent Chinese noodles made from rice flour and potato starch. Next for the brigada sauce or the bigadra or the bigadra. This is a French compound sauce made with beef stock, duck dripping, orange juice, lemon juice, blooded orange peeled, and sometimes curacao, traditionally made with bitter oranges, but not now. It's sweet oranges they use. This is usually served with roast duck, known as this orange sauce. Big Olivia, this is referred to a Japanese shaped white wheat pasta made in northern Italy. Next for the bihon, this is a Filipino, a kind of fine through the creamy colored Filipino noodles made from dough of rice and flour and water. The bijuel, this is a word or term referred to a ground asiato seed used in Caribbean cuisine to add yellow color and delicate fragrance to rice. Biko, this word refers to a Filipino dessert made from glutinous rice, coconut milk, and sugar that is poured into noodles or that is poured into molds lined and with banana leaves and served with a brown coconut milk custard. Next word is the bilibi. This bilibi, this word refers to French soup made from mussels, cooked in a white wine and onion, parsley, and beef stock, and fish stock. Soup is served hot or cold with fresh cream, and mussels are served separately. The biltong, this word refers to a jerky or biltong. It is a strip, a kind of a strip of curd, air-dried beef or game, finer than beef jerky. It is used in South African cuisine. Next word word is last word word is blind. This word usually used in the hot kitchen is blind. This blind or other department of the kitchen. Blind is used to refer to describe a thicken a lot of liquid by stirring in egg, flour and butter, cornstarch, cheese, cream or other ingredients. And is also referred to cause different food to more or less adhere to one another, usually mixing then with beaten eggs, milk, water, flour, and oil, mayonnaise, and other flavoring. And this ends our discussion. And don't forget to like and share and subscribe. And thank you for joining us today and your loving support. I'll see you again in my next video.